Here is a solution for question 3 of quiz on periodic functions. Question 3a. Find the values for x when f of x equals to sin x reach a height of 7/10 in one cycle. So 7/10 confused some students. Well, it only means f of x is 7/10, which is 0.7, right? So we can write this as sin x equals to 7/10, which is 0.7, right? So what is x equals to? X is equals to sine inverse of 0.7, right? Now, since we have a positive value, remember that there are two angles which we should provide in the answer, and that is phi values, right? Sine is positive in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 2, correct? So we are expecting two answers. So if one answer is alpha, the other one is pi minus alpha, right? So one answer is alpha, the other one is pi minus alpha. So you have to provide both the answers, right? So you can always use your calculator and figure out the answer in radians or in degrees as you wish. If you're working in degrees, then the other answer is 180 degrees minus alpha, correct? Now let's do it. So we do sine inverse 0.775. So this is the angle alpha. The other solution will be pi minus this, right? So the other solution will be, so the other answer is 2.366. So these are the two answers for this question, right? Now part B is kind of different. It says find the values for x when f of x equals to sine 3x. So the function has been changed from sine x to sine 3x. And the domain is x greater than equal to 0 and less than equals to 2 pi. Reach the same height of 7/10. Now here you have to look into the domain. If x is between 0 and 2 pi, then 3x should be between what? 0 and 6 pi, right? Do you see that? So therefore we have more solutions, 0 and 6 pi. So this was between 0 and 2 pi, you had two solutions. Now in 0 to 6 pi, 3x, we'll have 3x is equals to both these, of course, which are 0.775 and 2.366. But in addition, we have to get 4 more, right? 2 for 2 pi to 4 pi and 2 more from 4 pi to 6 pi. So we actually have 6 solutions here. So that is what you have to learn from this example, right? So this is the value of 3x. So 3x values are 0.775, 2.366, and next will be 0.775 plus 2 pi. Here will be 2.366 plus 2 pi, and after that we get 0.775 plus 4 pi and 2.366 plus 4 pi. And these are the values for 3x. To write down the answer for x, you have to divide all of them by 3. And you get x is equals to 0.775 over 3 or 2.366 over 3 and so on, right? Do you see that? This divided by 3, that divided by 3. Then these two divided by 3. Do you see that? So these are your 6 solutions, and that is how you have to write down your answer. We are using radians here. Since the domain is given to us in radians, 0 to 2 pi. So if the domain is given in radians, you have to answer in radians. In part A, there was a choice, but it was a good choice to do it in radians since we wanted to use it in the next question, correct? So that is how you are going to do it, right? And most of the students missed this part. The domain changes. The domain changes since Here, the argument is not x, it is 3x kind of, right? So remember this for your test. Thank you and all the best.